Hi. So today we're gonna discuss regarding what is a childhood samskaras. So in explanation of a childhood samskara, they have given regarding a common explanation in this passage. What is that? So we will see that Bharatiya Sanskriti has given four Vedas, right? We know that Rig Ved, Yajurved, Samaved and Atharvaved are the basic foundations of ancient culture of the India. They have given explanation regarding how all the Vedas or Chaturvedi Vedas give importance or helps for the formation of the human body or baby, or what is the role of the Vedas in samskara, role of our Vedas in our life, right? So they have given one important passage, like for example we will see Rigved was this which Ved what value addition does to our life. We will see that for example Rigved, we see Rigved is a more concerned about ethical and spiritual issues, right? So Rigved what does to us, it is a ethical and spiritual issues has been formed in our life. Vedic was the Vedic yagya, dana and tapasya, etc. Yajurved speaks more about the procedure of the yagya karma, etc. What Samaved does, it looks deep into the various aspects like a nada, sangita, music, etc. things. They have given comparative analysis regarding what is our with Vedas in our life. While Atharva Ved is a primordial and giant creation of the system of the medicine in the world. What are Atharva Ved? We says that Ayurveda is Upaved of Atharva Ved. From the Atharva Ved, Ayurveda will be formed, right? So it is a medicinal view. It has a giant creation is in the system of what medicines in the world, right? So all the Chaturveda attain or express the human life with the different views. So they have given what is the synchronizations regarding the Vedas in our life. They have explained that in this passage. In next passage, they have given explanation regarding all four Veda focused on the different samskaras to shape the human culture and civilization. Each and every Veda has its own point of view, and it gives different types of samskara to shape the human body and culture and civilization, right? So samskara is the procedure done intentionally at a particular age of the human life to achieve particular goal. If, at a particular age or at a particular time of a period, some intentional procedure has done to our life. So for what? To achieve the particular goal. What kind of particular goal we wanted to achieve? For that, the some procedures has been done intentionally, right? Considering the change in a human body at a specific age samskaras are planned accordingly. Right? So human little one attain different milestone and maturity at the page of the as time and age advances. So at a particular age, particular type of a samskar has been samskar has been planned accordingly for that samskar, right? Next, in short, we will see nirukti of word samskar, how word samskar has been formed. The word samskar is a form from what? Sama plus kara, that is a samskara. That is sama is the upasarga suggested for a samyaka, that is a appropriate. While kara is a word formed with a karu dhatu, which means it is a doing or do or to be done. So samskar in easy words we will understand. Sama means what? Appropriate work has to be done, has done, or doing is called as a samskar. Any good work or appropriate work done to any human being or a particular object is called as a samskar in easy words. So they have given explanation in common. We will just read out and you will understand what they have tell. We will next see which samskar has been done at a particular age or period, right? So these 16 samskaras has been given for and it has given a chart which is age-wise distributed samskaras at a particular age or a particular time of a period. Which type of a samskaras has to be done or we are doing has been given in a particular age. So this is important chart, we have to by heart it. So was in 4 avasthas has been we know regarding what avasthas, that is a garbhavastha, balyavastha, madhyavastha and vruddhavastha, right? 4 avasthas of a human we know that. And at a particular age or a particular time of period, which type of a samskar has to be done has been mentioned. In garbhavastayam samskara, which samskar has to be done when baby is present in the womb of a mother? First is a garbhadhan, next is a punsamvan vidhi, semanto nayanam. Next is a balyavasthayam samskar, which samskar has to be done when the baby is a balya or it's a when we will see little child, that is a jat karma, namakarana, nishkramana, annaprashana, chudakarana, karnavedana, upanayana, vedarambha. And in a madhyamavastha, samavartana, vivaha, vanaprastha. And in a madhyavastha has to be samavartana, vivaha, vanaprastha. And in a vruddhavastha, sannyasani, anteshti. These 16 types of samskara has been given. We will see one by one in a detailed form. First we will see what is a they have given some one one passage regarding that. What is that? Samskaro hi gunantaradhanam. When the question arises regarding the samskara, we have to start with this shloka, that is samskaro hi gunantaradhanam. By the conventional definition, the term samskar refers to what? A process or act performed to enhance what qualities of the substance. In easy word, anything, any procedure has done to anything to increase its quality. When the quality of the object has to be increased, the type of procedure has done to it is called as a samskar. So refers to the process or act performed to enhance or improve the inherent quality of the substance. When applied to the human development, is called a samskar in easy word. What samskar denote? What? A series of a ritual process carried out intentionally at a particular intervals in a child's life. Some rituals when the baby is small, some kind of a ritual has done to him at a particular age, at a particular different time age, is called as a samskar, right? So one by one we will see what types of samskara has to be done to the baby. We know 16 types of samskara. We will see one by one. We will start with the first samskar, that is a garbhadhan samskar. Shloka, as you can do, if you done by heart it could be better for you. Samskareshu prathamam garbhadhanam smutam buddhehi santanasya shubharambha sada dharmartha siddhe. Chiraksharistan has been mentioned by it. This shloka has been given. Then what it says, we will see that garbhadhan samskar is the first of the Shodash samskar, right? Among the 16 samskar, it is the first samskar, right? If the MCQ comes, we have to tick the correct MCQ or write the correct MCQ regarding Garbhadhan is the first samskar, marking the beginning of the conception with the spiritual intent, right? Without the conception or without the Garbhadhan, the baby will be not formed, we know that, right? So next what this says, that it is a sacred ritual performed by a married couple before conception to invoke divine blessings or various types of virtues and healthy progeny. They have given regarding different types of what kinds of ritual has to be done before the conception for what we say that desirable progeny, or what kind of progeny do you want, regarding that also has been told in a Punsamvan Vidhi. We will see that nextly. Regarding this shloka, we see that conception is not just a biological act but a deeply spiritual endeavor. It is not only biological act but it has a spiritual value also, ensuring the purity and virtue of the future generations. This type of a samskar has to be done. Samskar what involves the prayer, mantras, and offering deities, seeking their grace for an intelligent and a dharmic child. We will do this type of a samskar when a baby is present in the garbha. So these kinds of rituals performed when baby is present in the womb or garbha, this type of samskar has to be done. So we will call it as a garbhadhan samskar. So this is a Punsamvan samskar. Just take a screenshot. I will explain it later in detail. So what is a Punsamvan samskar? In the first year we have seen that Punsamvan vidhi, but what is a Punsamvan samskar? We will see that Punsamvan samskar is recognized in Ayurveda as one of the Shodash karma. We know that although it is not mentioned in a classic traditional rituals, the procedure involved in the installations of either kashaya herbal decoction, and Kshirapak, etc. has been mentioned. So what this is, the optimal time for Punsaman Vidhi is from before conception up to the end of the first trimester. Trimester was what? 3 months. Three trimester has been done in a pregnancy. That is a 9 months of period. 3 of 1, 3 of 1, 3 of 1, right? So this trimester, this practice is believes to promote the healthy growth and development of the fetus. For the healthy growth and development of the fetus, Punsavan has been done. But for a revision, I will tell you what is the Punsavan Vidhi. In a first year, what we learn that Punsavan Vidhi, that is a act done for what? Desirable progeny. What kind of progeny do you want? Here what that says, in a particular nakshatra, and in a particular nakshatra, for the progeny, if you want male progeny, the water which is dipped into the body like a desirable progeny's body has been made, and it is a dip into the water, milk, and that milk is a drink by the female who wants the desirable baby. And next is a drop of a milk, I think, has been poured into the right nostril for a male child and a left nostril for a female child, and this kinds of thing has been mentioned in Punsavan Vidhi. So this is a Punsavan Sanskar. Next we will see a third Sanskar which says. So next is the Simantonayan Samskara. Simantonayan Samskara means what? First of all, this performed during the 4th to 7th month of pregnancy, right? This Samskar is for the blessing of the mother and fetus, ensuring protection and intellectual growth. For these kinds of benefits, Simantonayan has been done. Samskar including the sacred chanting, prayers, and symbolic parties of the mother's hair signifies the opening of the mind for the positive. Some, in easy words, some kinds of ritual has been done at 4 months of pregnancy to for what? For the good kind of a mother and protection and intellectual growth of the baby. Some rituals has been performed, so that rituals are called as Simantonayana Samskar, right? So this shloka has been recited at the time of samskar. What is santanam dehi deveshi putrana saubhagyavardhanam ayurayogyameshwaryam dehi me sarvasiddhaye. This for the well-being of the mother and child and spiritual well-being of the child. This kind of samskar has been done to the baby or mother, right? So next, what is the next? We will see samskar is a jatakarma samskar. In jatakarma samskar is what? Jatakarma samskar means the procedure they have given. Ayurveda believes Adhyatma and Vedokatma. This explanation has been given. Acharya narrates the Jatakarma according to Acharya. Charak and Sushruta has been mentioned different kinds of procedure for this samskar. Charak says that Ghrita and madhu mixed with the stanya should be licked to newborn. What Charak says? Charak says Ghrita and madhu mixed with the stanya should be licked to newborn. This combination, Ghrita and madhu mixed with the stanya, has licked by newborn. And the Vaidya or his father of the baby should be recite the mantra in the ear of the newborn along with the licking. These certain simultaneous things. Chanting the mantra in a baby's ear with the started of licking, right? And what Acharya Sushrut says that Ghrita and Madhu, same, they have given combination, but not with the stanya, with the Ananta Churna, should be licked to newborn with the ring finger, right? Or right thumb, ring finger of the right hand, right? Which mantra has to be recited? So the famous mantra, we know that Om Yavag Vagbhave Namaha, Om Mahavishnuve Namaha, Om Balam Medehi. This kind of a mantra has been chanted by his father or Vaidya. Next samskar we will see, that is a Namakarana samskar. So Namakarana samskar, why this samskar has been done? We know a particular or single identity for a particular person has to be the noun samskar done. So we will see traditionally performed on a 10th or 12th day after birth. In Ayurveda, Acharya Vagbhat emphasizes the importance of this samskar is shaping the child's identity. I have tell you what the different or particular type of identity has given through Namakarana samskar and well-being. According to Acharya Vagbhat, the name should be auspicious, easy to pronounce has to be, and aligned with the child's birth nakshatra. A well-chosen name is believed and influenced a child's health and intellect and destiny. This type of samskar has been done, right? Namakaran samskar, we will write about that, right? So next samskar we will see. So next is the Nishkramana Samskar and Annaprashan Samskar. Nishkramana Samskar means what? Nishkramana Samskar is a ritual or ceremony during what child is taken out the home for a very first time. Right? This ceremony has traditionally performed in which fourth month of the child's life. The procedure involving taking the child outside after offering prayers to the Lord Skanda. After praying to the Lord Skanda, the child has taken out of the home or for a round or something. It is done in 4 months of the baby survive for the 4 months. After that, that kind of samskar has been done with the child dressed in a new clothes and adorned with the ornaments, etc. has been things applied to his body and taken out for a walk or a round, we will see. Next is Annaprashan Samskar. Annaprashan Samskar is the ritual during which the child is offered their first solid food. We know that after the baby is born, the child is totally dependent on what? The milk of the mother. But after the 6 months of life, right, first solid food has been given to the baby in addition with what? Breast milk. The procedure involved initially providing a small quantity of and light food. Over time, the quantity has been increased and given to him. This has been explained in Annaprashan Samskar. Next Samskar is we will see that next Samskar is the Upaveshana Samskar. What says it? Upaveshana Samskar is the ritual marking the first time a child sits independently. So in easy word, when the baby is of a 5th to 6 months of age, the baby independently given freedom for sitting independently, right? So the procedure involving preparing a particular area on the ground approximately 60 centimeter, Dvekukshi matra has given in Ayurveda, in a diameter painted with the cow's dung. The area has been painted with the cow's dung. We know in small villages, the old homes are grounded or given paint of the cow dung, right, which serves as a sacred space for the ceremony. To early attempts before 4 months of age, if the baby has not completely formed its spinal cord, definitely is leading to the particular types of problems. And we will try before the 4 months of age, it's going to cause the problems of the spinal cord, causes fatigue, fever, constipation, urine obstruction, and even abdominal gaseous distension. These kinds of problems has been formed in a baby. Before the 4 months, we will try to sit or try to sit the baby independently, right? Therefore, one should make sit child after a particular time of a period, that is a 6 months, right? And even if you wanted to sit the baby, give support and gradually increase in time in sitting, etc. Things has to be done. So next is a next samskar has been given, that is a Karna Vedana Samskar. We will see Karna Vedana Samskar. We know Karna Vedana Samskar means what? Piercing the ear. That was right. Karnavedana Samskar, traditional ear piercing ceremony, is an important rite of the passage in Indian culture. We know that everybody has piercing his ears in a childhood. The ritual involving what? For it has a not only spiritual value but also it has scientific reasons for piercing of the ear, that it enhances the listening quality of the person, etc. Importance has been given. Ear piercing has not only spiritual importance, but also it helps that auditory development and cleanses the sensory channels, etc. Importance also has there. Both physical and spiritual growth will be happen in a baby. In a small wound, right, there is a small wound during ear piercing. Small wound induces the immune response for preventing the infection with the leukocyte infiltration and activation of the tissue factor. We will see that how many importance of the ear piercing has been done when the baby is small. Next, they have given that ear cartilage are very soft and delicate, minimal to the force get pierced when baby is small, right? These kinds of explanation has been given in a Karna Vedana Samskar. Next Samskar is a Chuda Karna Samskar. What that? Making a mundan ceremony. We know that, right? Mundan ceremony, typically between first and 3rd year of a life, that this ritual signifies purification and the removal of the negativity associated with the birth. When the baby was born, some kinds of negativity if has been done, or in a wrong way some has to be done, or kind of a negativity has been developed to the baby, that negative will be removed throughout his years in Chudakarana Samskar, right? So the child health is, but it has not only Ayurveda has not only spiritual kinds of importance, but it has a scientifically importance to that also, right? So what is the importance of Chudakarana in Samskara? We will see that the child's head is a shave. Why you shave? Small tuft of a hair is known as shika. Only shika has been given, but why we shave? That it shows that after the shaving, the scalp of the baby is a completely visible, right? After scalp is completely visible for observation of the cranial bones. Not only has given like any types of importance, but it has a scientific importance also for the visibility of the cranial bones, and any deformity with the sutures has been observed and I treated earlier. What is that is a craniosynostosis, increased gap between the sutures. We know VDDR, what VDDR, vitamin D deficiency, rickets, etc. things have been observed in a so small age, so it can be tackled or treated as early as possible, right? So this is the importance for the chudakarana samskar in a baby. Next samskar we will see, that's upanayana samskar. So next samskar is Upanayana samskar. What does stage or what is Upanayana samskar we will see in detail. Upanayana samskar is the pivotal rite of the passage in the Indian tradition, right? What it, we will see, marking a child's initiation into the formal education and spiritual learning. When the baby has starting its learning, in easy word we will say that when the baby starts is educational and spiritual learning, it's called as Upanayana samskar. How during this sacred ceremony the child is adopted with the holy threads and it is introduced to the Vedic chants and teaching, etc. The kind of a samskar has been done is called as Upanayana samskar. The ceremony involves rituals such as the purification, prayer, and symbolic offering, which collectively signifies the beginning of the discipline, study, and moral responsibility, etc. things has been done, or the kind of a samskar has done is called as Upanayana samskar. So one famous shloka has been recited at the time of this samskar, that we know that that's Om Bhur Bhuva Swaha Tasvavirya Om Bhur Swaha Tatsavituryaranyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yona Prachodayat. We know this shloka, right? So this is a Upanayana Samskar. Next is a Vedarambha Samskar has been given. So what is a Vedarambha Samskar? We will see that. It is sacred ceremony. So what this says, when a Vedic education, what was Upanayana Samskar? When the formal education and spiritual learning. But Vedarambha, that is, it has in a name, we will see the explanation. What is Vedarambha? That is a Vedic education of the child. When starts, the kind of ceremony has to be done. It's called as Vedarambha Samskar. It is traditionally performed at the age of the 5, right, and signifies the initiation into the study of the sacred scriptures and spiritual wisdom. So this is called as Vedarambha Samskar. So we have mostly seen the Sanskaras. Next we will see its importance and how is to. So we will see what is the clinical importance. Is samskara even having a clinical importance or not? We will see in detail one by one. The opportunity to examine newborn immediately. We have seen that the opportunity to examine the newborn immediately is provided by the Jatakarma. What is a Jatakarma? We have seen. Remember that, and so remember, Jatakarma means what? The mixing, we have seen mixing of the Madhu plus a Ghrita has been given to the, for the licking to the baby has been given, and a chant of a mantra has been recited in the ear of the baby with either it is a Vaidya or his father, right? That is a Jatakarma. Jatakarma Samskar is absence of secretions of the, what is the importance of the, we will see important, what in absence of the secretions of a maternal breast milk on first 3 days after the delivery. So this samskar used here, how and what should be the feed to the baby is narrated in the childhood Jatakarma Samskar. So this mixture is given to the baby, right? Next is keeping the Udaka Kumbha in a Sutikagar is maintain and balance humidity to the newborn baby has given. Each and everything has a clinical importance, right? One can observe the rooting, sucking, and swallowing reflex of the baby during the Surana Prashan after the birth. After that we will see these kinds of reflection, or after seeing reflection we will give that things for a baby. Next is Namakaran Samskar. To call the baby for a personality development is intentionally done with the Namakaran Samskar, right? For each and everyone has its particular and different identity. For the development of the personality, intentionally done Namakaran Samskar. It encourages what to baby to speak, help to develop social and adaptive milestone to the develop. If we have given kind of a name to the baby, when we call him, the baby look at to us and give kinds of personal kinds of development we will see in that, right? Next is Surya Chandra Darshana Samskar. For what the macular fixation and exposure to the sun's UV rays help in the production of the vitamin D, etc. has been given in a Surya Darshana. The moon soothing helps in the baby for psychological aspects to stabilize and help them relax. Next is a Nishkramana Samskar. Nishkraman what? External environment help to develop the immunity. Nishkraman what does it? Provides immunity. Next is Upaveshan Samskar. Upaveshan Samskar help in stabilization of the pelvic girdle. Annaprashan Samskar. For what? Maternal feeding is a maternal feeding alone is not sufficient for the growth, we know, right, and development of the baby. After 6 months of the life, therefore new food has been given to the baby for its development. That is Annaprashan Samskar. Next is the Karnavedan Samskar. We have seen what its clinical importance. Karnavedan helps to stimulate non-specific immunity of the baby with a controlled small wounds with application of the therapeutic oils. Wound reduces leukocyte stimulations and infiltrations and memorize the immune response, which helps the child to get immunized. So Karnavedan particularly gives non-specific immunity to the baby. Next is the Chudakaran Samskar. The infant anterior, we have seen that there is infant's anterior and fontanel can be observed and examined, and skull deformities has been recognized with this kind of samskar, and it helps for identification of the child in an early period of a time, right? So we have in a detail has been explain what kinds of samskara has to be done when the baby is developed, or in a garbhadhan, or different time period, which kind of samskara has to be introduced to him that is to baby. We have seen in detail one by one with its clinical importance, and in childhood samskar with its clinical importance. Next I will provide a chart so you can able to see in a detail why. Okay, thank you. So this is a chart, take a screenshot. Okay, thank you.